But before I get started, I want to join my sister, Honorable Smith, for pay special tribute to Big Brother, Honorable Captain Aliu Mamadou Patsto. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your services. God bless you. I also want to say thank you to my colleagues them here tonight. And I want to say that the previous speakers then laid the right foundation for me. Ladies and gentlemen, men are very deliberate. Now listen. For God and country, and for the future of the party, I'd ask you for listen, please.
Thank you.
Please. I beg. I want to start for say thank you to Chief Potloko Bobo and his team and all the organizers for this wonderful opportunity. This is not the time for make a left Freetown, because now tough and difficult times for the party as chief negotiator for the on the ground. But this young man very respectful and put me on the spot if I come and engage the UK and I on waiting to happen right now. And that is why I'm here. And I know they stay in the UK and they go back because we get a lot for do on the ground. I want to pay tribute to Honorable Smith. Now then the conveners, now then they work with all flag bearer aspirants. And I want to pay tribute again to my brother Sidoya, Chief Boniface. If I don't just send something to her and say, do I let not take 3 days and I let go to get work for do. Including my brother, Chief Omrigoli, Papalo Conte, in continue for give back and support and advice. Tonight, I want to tell you, I say, we as a party, therefore, be serious about 2028. If you are not serious and not committed, give way. We all know what happened in 2023. The elections were stolen. The international community, all DPs, development partners, and moral guarantors, including ECOWAS, AU, the Commonwealth, they all come around and take we to a national conversation with the SLPP. We come up with what we call Agreement for National Unity. They get 8 resolutions. One of them are for make we MPs and councillors go back in our parliament and our councils. But with clear understanding that all politically motivated cases for come to an end. We family them, we left the country, get for return. And many others, including Resolution 3, where we agree, say, we foresee on we and government, including the international community, for look at the 2023 elections, including previous elections, and make recommendations. And that then recommendations for be actionable and implementable. So when somebody sit on a social media platform begin talk saying a gentleman's agreement, I laugh at them. You sit down with the international community, sign an agreement, they say a gentleman's agreement. Who told you that? And so at the end of the day, we'll do 80 recommendations. When during the tripartite, we note that the ECSL not ready for release the disaggregated result, we walk out of the conversations. We engage the leadership. We come back. They still not produce the result. We still walk out. And then the international community said there is a lot at stake here. We need to prepare the country for 2028 elections. We need credible elections. But for make that thing and they happen, we not get for conclude this thing. So make each side do in your standalone report. What you want to feel about ETSL, about the result, do your own report. So it is not just the 80 recommendations. We also get standalone reports, where as a party we present. And I will talk to you now the significance of that standalone report here tonight. We present that report in our State House on the 1st of July 2024. From when we present that report, July 2024, government just put APC aside and decide for implement the recommendations their own way. Then set up a steering committee. We get 9 cabinet ministers and only 3 people in our APC then choose. We said no. We write they not listen. We did everything they not listen. We write they not respond. They even set up a secretariat for implement the recommendations that is supporting the steering committee without recourse to the APC. And so tonight, I want to know why we withdraw from Parliament and from councils. In August of last year, the leadership asked me for stepping as chief negotiator. We do assessment. We realized that Parliament not set up the committee for oversee all elections business in the country. Mr. Speaker refused to do that. That's our recommendation 20. We agree that because of the midterm census, where them been held during the first term, than at the 2021 census, because it been flawed, we decide say the next census will take place 2025, the result for come out 2 years before the next elections. Because the result of the census is so important that not through that will they draw up boundaries, not through that they get renewed, not through that they get an increased number of people in the parliament as well as councils. You know what you can do? Then bypass, then delay the 2025 census, then bring her onto 2026. Meaning that the reports of this census where they take place 2026 go miss the 2-year deadline. I hope now they get me. And we are saying no to that. We are saying no to it. In fact, as the cartographic mapping they go on, the mappers where they get now the southeast, the number is so huge compared to the northwest, not to be same. And at the 2021 census database, then they use the report of that census, and then they use as the baseline for do the 2026 census, which is also wrong, and we are saying no to it. My sister Honorable Smith and Chief Logus and then another committee supporting the leadership for ensure that we position ourselves for 2026 elections. Sorry, for 2026 census. That's now recommendation 38. We agree, as it happens all over the world, that the administration around elections therefore be such that it will be inclusive and open. So we agree with recommendation 42 that the political parties liaison committee, and I want to listen to this, we say all elections decisions are made. We say then they decide about ballot boxes, about ballot papers. We say then they take all the decisions around elections, that particular committee. Yes, now the Chief Electoral Commissioner go chair them, but the 2 largest political parties in Parliament for be co-chairs. And we believe that with the APC sitting there, the right decisions will be made. To date, they not set up that committee. We say, okay, every document we get for do with elections, every paper where the ECSL they work on, they're supposed to upload on their website for viewing of the public. Not all they happen. My brother now all been in Makeni during the tallying process. Not also Chief Boniface. Just when they bring the Kwenadu with Enfalaba ballot boxes, then they announce for 60% result. So with result management, we lay emphasis on and for say it has to change. The development partners then bring experts They don't make the recommendations on result management. It's sitting at ECSL. They're not still producing for validator. That brings me to voter registration. Experts then can for work on voter registration. Because why will they emphasize on all of this? Because if we not get it wrong, if we not get it right, and we get it wrong, 2028 go there just like 2023. So they don't do the report. That report gets a lot for do. The NCRA, we civil register. Now from there, then they take data, send an ECSL for make we get the voter register. Now NCRA say, then get more than 95% of Sierra Leoneans had in database. So now thank you. So now produce a lot of validate them. That not happen yet. So okay, the report where the experts then give ECSL is sitting there, they're not still producer for voter registration. And now through that voter register, we get for do deduplication. The last then delete more than 2,500 names, 250,000 names from the voter register before 2023 elections. And if we get for do duplication, we get for go through a system where we add. That report not come out with for law validator. Tonight, as with several other nights, a night will for make we toss and turn and be very serious about 2020. We disagree at the tripartite on the kind of electoral system we forget. We, the APC, and majority of the people in the country say for continue with the first past the post than are constituency-based elections. But we all know how they manipulate that for make we get the PR system. Today, in the PR system, we get communities where we not get MPs. Across the country, is that fair representation? So because we're not able to agree with them, we say, okay, for make we get the electoral system of the country, make the people of this country make the decision. Make we get nationwide consultation. Immediately we present the tripartite report. SLPP just go ahead, the government just go ahead for do the young consultation without recourse to the APC. At the end of the day, civil society made them vote. About 58% vote for first past the post that now waiting the APC one. Majority of the chiefs in the country stand by the APC, including civil society, including religious bodies. But in the new constitutional reform bill, now the PR then puts not to first past the post. Now this brings me to the crux of the issue. Recommendation 36. We say, because President Bio no go by the Constitution, and by the way, the Constitution say, for appoint commissioners for the Electoral Commission, the President supposed to consult with political parties. When President Bio they appoint Corneway run the 2023 elections, he no consult no political party. So when we then at the tripartite to take a position, my brother Boniface na him be lead the legal arrangement during the tripartite. And I want to say thank you to him and recognize his role. I want to learn and listen, please. We agree that for stop any president, for do waiting President Bio do so, or for set up a search and nominating committee. The membership of that committee for be drawn from plenty institutions in the country, like the Bar Association, who been say, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, and many other institutions. That body now then go sit down, do the search, do the interviews, and draw up a short list and give the president. Now from there, the president go pick electoral commissioners. We not just do so for Sierra Leone. We draw from experiences on the continent as Kenya and South Africa now say that before make the thing inclusive and consultative. But I want to let you know we not just do so. Because President Bio flout the Constitution before he appoint Cornena, that make we do so. Prior to this, President Kaba of blessed memory been get somebody who nominate, bring political parties around the table, then get a conversation, then say, "Panon, do this person not meet the criteria?" It changed the person. That is what true democracy is. That is how you consult. So whilst them put that such a nominating committee in the constitutional reform bill, you know what they do? Then change the thing such that not all the institutions that nominate reps to the committee, now the president they pick. So whilst we argue on that and we take a position as a party, this time President Bio move, now use the constitution. It's okay, at that point, Edmond Alpha as Chief Electoral Commissioner, make the political parties and make their opinion known. We say no. Plenty institutions make them comments. President Bio not consult fully, not bring we round the table. He just go ahead and appoint Edmond Alpha. Now, several things wrong with Edmond Alpha. In we standalone report, I tell you in we divergent report, we say all them commissioners will be participating in the 2023 elections for left. President Bio go ahead for bring the same man and not consult with we fully. And some of you now will be there when I do go during we by election. Edmond Alpha changed 049 for SLPP, make her 149. We know Edmond Alpha, we know history, we get him background. We say no. So when the APC say no, make we MPs then left parliament, including we mayor them and chairpersons and councillors, now for very good reason. And that stands to me now. Secondly, we decide for hold a mammoth meeting na Atuga Stadium. We try for engage President Bio for make us sit down around the table and talk. President Bio not respond to we. They will begin reach out to the international community, the moral guarantors, all the embassies in Freetown for explain the situation as to why would they do what they do. Now following that, we now all go follow recently, we host a press briefing in our party office. We explain clearly where we are, the background, the trajectory, with the satisfaction, and that we MPs no go back to parliament, and councillors, and mayors, and chairpersons until the right things are done. That is the position of the party. On top of that, the leadership of the party don't decide, say, would they stage a nationwide peaceful demonstration, and the APC therefore do that. And I said this to you, if you are in this hall, and this is for the UK and APC, now it's time to re-strategize, to redefine ourselves, to rediscover ourselves. This not a business as usual anymore. We get for stand out and do the right things. With all lengthy away they happen, the moral guarantors decide for visit Sierra Leone. The initial date now been the 21 to 23 of April. They don't bring them forward. Now they come down from the 13th to the 17th. The moral guarantors and they come for engage we and government soon. But our position is clear. The right things have to be done. Without that, we say no. Principle is indivisible, says Nkrumah. It is either wholly kept or wholly sacrificed. We get to uphold that. So tonight, I ask this question, the UK and APC, what is your level of preparedness? What have you been doing? When I get think tanks, what's on a level of preparedness? Not to this undertone where they go on now, Hello? 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 You know? Hello? Then give me 5 minutes. When I give me 5 minutes.
Hello, one meeting.
I want for wrap up.
They wrap up now, yeah? My
I
brother.
want for wrap up.
They wrap up now.
I want for wrap up. We know say a lot of issues there in the UK and I, and as it is in many other areas, as far as the party concerned. We're aware of that. We get appropriate channels for address them one day. We have to address those issues. But tonight, I want to tell you now this. Me, Kaifala, Marah, no, they left the UK. If I don't get close conversation with the leadership of the UK and I, when I tell me when I stand on waiting up in Freetown. Enough is enough. It is time to stand together and do that which is right. Young Congress, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the key reasons why I come. Where is the think tank? Where are you? What will you do? Waiting on a plan. How am I going to support the party leadership? What are the next steps? Standing by the party, ensuring that the right things happen. If you know happen 2028, no. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait.